morning, and it's $4,000. Sometimes you can take a trade and within some few hours you are in profit, right? Then 2 to 3 hours time you come back and check and the trade will be in loss. Fundamental analysis is external factors that affect the financial market. So whether you are trading forex, crypto, you are trading stocks, you obviously be hearing about trade the fundamentals. You need to always check your economic calendar and check the events that are coming out, FOMC. Maybe you have heard of NFT. So I'm going to show you in this video everything. So now, let's say you just take a trade. Sometimes people think when you take a trade, you should just go straight and hit your target. It will never happen, and it doesn't happen like that. You are not the only one trading if you watch the last video that I posted. What you need to observe now is, before a trade will go in your favor, first of all, there must be majority of people agreeing to your opinion about the market. So if we go to CoinMarketCap and we move on to TradingView, we come to the super chart section. Let's just have a look at Bitcoin in the 4-hour time frame. So let's go to BTC.P. Okay, now we select Bitcoin on Binance because I'm trading on Binance, so I need to select Binance. So if we look at the 4-hour time frame, this is the current market of Bitcoin. Now I'm going to show you the reason why fundamental analysis is very important. So this particular candle was formed, that was last week Thursday. Bitcoin dropped from 106,000 to almost $100,000, and the reason was because Elon Musk and Donald Trump, the richest man in the world and the powerful president in the world, was having some discussions or disagreement, let me say. So because of this, it's affected the market. The market was going up all right. Bitcoin nearly went to 107,000 again after dropping from 111,000 last 2 weeks, which me and my students caught it. We sold all the coins. This brings me to the topic that always sell when everyone is buying and buy when everyone is selling. This is very important. Okay, so fundamental analysis can easily be explained by external events that affect the financial market. Sometimes fundamental analysis can be predicted. So we are going to use a particular website to just go small little details about fundamental analysis. Okay, so let's say right now you are deciding I only trade Monday to Friday 6 p.m. GMT. That's the current strategy that I'm using now. So let's say you decide to take a trade on Bitcoin, which I don't even advise you trade the major pairs. Stay away from the major pairs. You can go and be trading the shit coins on Mexc, Bybit, and Binance, okay, if you really want to make money. So I'm saying that we are going to take a trade now and we want to do fundamental analysis. First step on fundamental analysis is checking the news. Try to check the news. Try to have a look at what is currently going around you, what is happening around you. For us to do this, we are going to use CoinMarketCap, we'll use investing.com, we'll also use this particular website, TradingView, and we'll also use Twitter. These are the 4 websites that we are going to be using. So let's assume we want to trade Bitcoin. If we want to trade Bitcoin, first of all, you go to CoinMarketCap. When you are on CoinMarketCap, click on the icon CoinMarketCap logo to refresh the page. If you refresh the page, now you enter the name of the token that you want to trade. So enter BTC.P. Okay, then we have BTC.P. No, don't add .P, just enter BTC. So we select BTC here. Then we'll change here to candlesticks. Then we'll come to the market section. We can see that BTC is available on Coinbase, Binance, Bybit, and OKX. Now, we come to the news. News always affect the market, the currency pair, the value. If XRP CEO comes out and say that they are going to cut the supply of XRP, it's a news. It can be positive, it can affect XRP positively and drive the price high, or it can affect it negatively. Okay, so like I said, when you are on CoinMarketCap and you are going to trade, now you have already selected the coin, you have done your analysis, your technical analysis, that's your personal opinion. Now the next thing is trying to take the trade. So if you are trying to take the trade, like I said, we need to also go through fundamental analysis. This is what is currently happening in general, that we have no control over the trade. So I come to CoinMarketCap, I enter the name of the coin. Once I enter the name of the coin, now we need to scroll down to the news section. Okay, so on the news section, we can see these are news that came out 3 hours ago, 22 hours ago, and this news was positive. So it drove Bitcoin from 101,000 to 105,000 within 72 hours. So this is the power of fundamentals. Once the news is positive, it's going to drive the value and the price of the coin up. Now, if you also observe something right now, if you check at the right hand side, we have something we call community sentiment. I'll be talking about sentimental analysis in our next tutorial, so make sure you hit the like button, follow me and subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you receive more videos like this. You can also join the trading community, Mobile Billionaire, where we trade together. We are all from different countries, just traveling the world and making money. So what I'm saying is, check the right hand side, we have community sentiment. On the community sentiment, 82% of people are buying Bitcoin. This is telling you that Bitcoin price is going up or is going to go up. And also 18% of people are selling. Those who think Bitcoin is going down, they are selling now. Okay, so if we observe something, now that we know that Bitcoin is going up and all of our fundamentals on CoinMarketCap is telling us that Bitcoin is bullish. Okay, now the next thing is for us to go to investing.com. Come to the economic calendar side. So on the economic calendar, these are news events. When we say news events, this is a repetitive events that happen every single month. Most of the banks in the world, around the countries, they always come out with evaluation about the financial market. For example, there are 3 countries you should always be looking at: United Kingdom, United States, and China. Sometimes you can add Germany. If these countries comes out with their interest rates, their Federal Reserve, and also NFP from USA, we have FOMC from USA. I'll list them down in the video description. Now we are going to set our TradingView account and also investing.com so that anytime we are going to trade, so maybe today is Monday and it's 8 a.m. GMT, you want to buy Bitcoin or you want to sell Bitcoin, your strategy is telling you to sell Bitcoin. Now you have already gone to this particular place, CoinMarketCap, to do your analysis, and you are now back on investing.com. So on investing.com, you come to the market economic calendar section. Now we are going to click on this week. So if you observe my mouse cursor, this week. So this week, these are the news that we are having. Now we only want to tick high volatility. For us to edit this, just check the top. You can see they said filters. So if you click on the filters, you can see I've unselected all the countries, just leaving United States and the United Kingdom. The reason why I'm doing this is because you see, at any point in time, these are the only 2 countries that really influence the world financial system: United States, United Kingdom, and China. Okay, so we know this, we have unselected. Now you come down to the time frame, the time display. Okay, time you select the display time remaining until announcement. Then you also come to the category. So with the category, you can leave that one out, but we have importance. So the importance, we are selecting the three stars, meaning it's a high impact news. Okay, so we won't see any news apart from a high impact news. Then we'll click on apply. Once we click on apply, we are going to get, because today is Sunday, so we'll only be having the news lineup. So next week, or let's say this week, these are the news that are currently coming out. You can see we have initial jobless claims from United States. This particular news also affect the direction of Bitcoin very much. And also CPI also affect, and interest rate, FOMC, like I said. So how do you determine the direction of the market using investing.com? You already know that when these news are going to release, it's either the market will just rise up or fall. So if you know this, there are two things you can do. It's either you take a trade or you don't take a trade. Okay? Once you understand that we have fundamental analysis and it can affect your trades, some forex traders, when there is fundamental analysis, they close their trades. But because we are high leverage traders, we want to take opportunity of every huge movement in the market. And I said that initial jobless claims is like NFP. So if you really want to make money in crypto, it's either you avoid the news or you trade the news with small risk. So let's just say that today is Monday, 8 a.m. GMT, and I'm going to take a trade. Now, if I click on this coin right here, okay, if I click on this news, okay, this is initial jobless claims. They will explain everything about this news, and they'll even tell you what to expect. Now, to cut things short, when news is happening and it's positive for the US dollar, Bitcoin is going to suffer. Bitcoin will start falling. And when it's negative for the US dollar, Bitcoin will start rising. When people start investing money into the United States dollar, when the dollar is progressing, Bitcoin will be falling. And when Bitcoin is rising, the dollar usually depreciates. So if there is a news release, a news event that happen, and it's positive for the dollar, it's positive for the dollar, meaning Bitcoin will be depreciating, Bitcoin price will fall small or even huge. But if there is a news from United States and it's negative for the dollar, Bitcoin will start rising. And we know that when Bitcoin is rising, the alternative tokens also follow. And I told you guys that alternative tokens are the same as any token apart from Bitcoin. So XRP is an alternative token, BNB, Solana, ADA, DYDX, AVAX, all these tokens are alternative tokens. So if Bitcoin is rising, they rise. If Bitcoin is falling, they fall. If United States dollar is reducing in value, Bitcoin will be appreciating, Bitcoin will be going up. Okay, so now that you know this, now you decided to trade Bitcoin and you came and checked at CoinMarketCap is positive. You came to investing.com. Now we are having news. What should we do? And we already know that when the dollar is reducing, Bitcoin is rising. So if, like I said, there are only two things you can do here. You can avoid the trading, or you can enter the trade, or you can wait for some time to take the trade, which is the first option. So let's say we want to trade. Now they are saying that initial jobless claims measures the number of individuals who file for unemployment. So if the previous month, a lot of people are filing for unemployment, meaning the US economy did not do well last month, so the dollar will fall. And if the dollar is falling, Bitcoin will get power to go up. So if we are going to trade, we will first check out the actual and the previous. The previous price was 239,000 and now is 247, meaning it's negative for the dollar. So if they release this news and the dollar is going down, Bitcoin will be rising. And if Bitcoin is rising, the other tokens will follow. So now we just learned about fundamental analysis. So if I am going to take the trade, I'll either be buying Bitcoin, because on CoinMarketCap, Bitcoin is positive. When we check on investing.com, let's say we are going to trade and we check that we have initial jobless claims and the US dollar is not performing, meaning this particular coin will go up. Okay, now we'll move to the next part. The next part is Twitter. On Twitter, there are some people you have to follow them. It's a must. If you are really serious about trading, whether forex, you are trading crypto, indices, you need to follow these people. First person is Elon Musk. Second person is Donald Trump. Okay, these two people, they are non-negotiable. You can also follow the CEO of Coinbase, CEO of Binance, CEO of KuCoin, Kraken, Bybit, Mexc, and Solana CEO. Okay, all these people are prominent people, and anything they do in the financial market can affect your trade. It can cost you hundreds and thousands of dollars. I hope you have learned a lot from this video. Make sure you share your questions in the comment section. You can also subscribe and hit the follow button so that you'll be able to receive the next tutorial, which